We've just watched the second and final presidential debate between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. For those of you who didn't watch at home, this was a remarkably different affair than that 2 weeks ago. Donald Trump was a much calmer figure on this occasion. He didn't interrupt his opponent constantly, and he even on one occasion complimented the moderator for how she was handling the event.
What he wants to do, which will basically be socialized medicine, he won't even have a choice. They want to terminate 180 million plans. We have done an incredible job on health care, and we're going to do even better.
Okay, Vice President Biden, yes, this is for you.
And he goes to Pennsylvania, and he says, oh, we're going to have fracking. And you never asked that question. And by the way, so far, I respect very much the way you're handling this, I have to say.
By the way.
But somebody should ask the question. Oh, they're calling you a corrupt politician.
Nobody.
President Trump, I want to stay on the issue of race. We're talking about the issue.
Laptop from hell.
President Trump, we're
Nobody.
talking about race right now, and I do want to stay on the issue of race.
That was a good tactic. It allowed Joe Biden to speak, but it also allowed him to stumble. The former vice president occasionally trailed off at the end of sentences or got facts and figures wrong, and again got some of the details of his health policy wrong. Mr. Trump also managed to land a couple of blows. He was quite effective in criticizing Mr. Biden's controversial 1994 crime bill, and managed also to paint Mr. Biden as a professional politician, much in contrast to Mr. Trump himself. Having said that, Mr. Biden managed to land a couple of blows of his own. He was at his most effective when channeling genuine emotion, such as his indignation over the fate of the 500-odd children who have been separated from their families at the Mexican border and whose parents can no longer be found. Mr. Trump's response that these children were being very well treated will go down as a real moment in this debate. Both men will come away with something to cheer up their supporters. But for Mr. Trump, that might not be enough. He is 10 points behind in the polls, and what he really needed from tonight was a moment where Mr. Biden stumbled so badly that it would upset the momentum that he has already built. At least on first viewing, I didn't see any evidence of that.